Should you go to UCSC? First, I want to preface this by saying across the UC system, you're going to receive a similar education content-wise, and the major difference is just going to be the individual professor's teaching style/course structure. When choosing your college, you want to make sure it has your major or prospective majors and that you feel you could get what you want out of the campus environment, among other things. So if you're unsure of whether UCSC is the right fit for you, here are 5 signs you won't enjoy your time here. Number 1, you hate nature. UCSC is surrounded by trees, and when you're walking through the trails to get to class, you'll feel like you're walking through a forest. You'll see a range of wildlife here ranging from deer, turkeys, and of course, banana slugs. Number 2, you absolutely hate hills. Sometimes you'll find yourself having to hike a little to get to classes, and in my experience, it hasn't been that bad, but I could see the campus being a little bit more difficult to navigate if you have a physical disability. That's not to discourage anyone with a physical disability from coming to UCSC though, because we do have a disability resource center. Number 3 is if you want reliable housing all 4 years here. The lack of housing for students is a problem many UCs face, but since the pandemic, UCSC has replaced their housing guarantee with a housing priority. Finding reasonable housing is one of, if not the biggest issue UCSC students face. Santa Cruz is currently going through a housing crisis, and the standard is for you to receive housing priority for your first 2 years here unless you're part of another priority group. I haven't had to deal with this personally, so I can't say anything from my own experience, but I do know students who still don't have housing and have resorted to commuting from their hometowns. Housing here is very expensive, and a guy I know who lives off campus pays $900 to split a house with 4 other people. Some students here have told me that finding and paying for housing has caused them a ton of distress, so if you come here, make sure you start your housing search early and you have a plan to cover your costs. Number 4 is if you're looking for more of a big city feel. Santa Cruz gives off more of a small beach town vibe, and it's very different from, say, a city like San Francisco. You won't see any big skyscrapers here, and the main attractions are the beaches and the boardwalk. And number 5 is if you're big on sports and want to play at the high level. Money for sports here at UCSC is limited, and we don't have a football team or big games. UCSC is the only UC affiliated with the NCAA Division III, whereas the other UCs are in higher divisions and receive more funding for sports. And that wraps up the 5 signs you won't enjoy your time here at UCSC. If you found this valuable, please consider leaving a like down below and subscribe for more content. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.